Today is March 31st, Cher's birthday. I'll tell you a little bit about that, but first let me see what I can do with this. Oh. Mm-hmm. A doggy. Yeah. I'll put my name there. So when I see that drawing again, I'll remember that it was me, you know. I'll know what day that I did it. I did it on Doggy Day. So, welcome back to Mo Willems Lunch Doodles. I hope you had a great day. Oh, did we have a fun morning this morning? I gave Cher her card, and she wore her crown and her coupon, and we all sang Lungs All's Alive and said hip hip hurrah. And Cher wanted to say to you guys, thank you so much, and how happy she is being so very, very old. She's really enjoying it. And it's a great, great thing. So today I thought we would draw a bunny, a very particular type of bunny, a Knuffle Bunny. Because I know a lot of people, they ask about Knuffle Bunny, the story of Trixie losing a stuffed animal in the laundromat and the mom and the dad. And a lot of people want to know, is that story a true story or is it not a true story? And we'll get to that in a little bit. I thought what I'd do is I'd show you some of the original drawings from all of the Knuffle Bunny stories so that we could talk and I could show you some of the secrets about how I've made it. Would you come on here? Yeah. Well, those drawers I know are going to be really right here because they're special. Oh, here we go. See, here it says Knuffle Bunny, and there's KB2 and Knuffle Bunny Free, all of them. Let's start with Knuffle Bunny. All right, here is the chart of all the different surfaces, 40 surfaces, and all the things I needed to do, the rough drawings and the photographs. And boy, making the photographs was tricky. And I'll talk about that in a little while. But I had to make sure that there were no cars in the photographs and things like that. Let's see. I have not been in here in a long time. Oh, that's an early test drawing of the dad doing laundry. Let's see what else we've got here. Different. This is the dad in the laundry. Early. That idea there. Dad grabbing, dragging. Look, I did this on animation paper. I didn't really even think about what the paper was going to be. Oh, here are some of the famous lines. Look at this. Before it was aggle, flabble, clabble, it was aggle, flaggle, numble, go out. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I had a lot of rewrites about made-up words. So let's see what else we've got. Oh man, there's so much stuff in here. Oh, that looks like a picture of them first going out to the laundromat and the ink. All the color was digital. If we look in the book, one of the things that I had to do was change the photographs. Now you see, this looks like a picture of a Brooklyn street. But this is not a picture, this is a digital collage because there was an air conditioning there. And look, I just copied that and moved it over there. And there was a garbage can and I had to erase all those things because while they were true, They were really in the picture. They were not emotionally true. They were not how Brooklyn felt at the time. So I went in and I changed every picture so it wouldn't be a distraction. It would feel real. So look at this laundromat here. It says laundromat, drop-off service, self-service. Well, all real laundromats, those letters have been scraped off. It said andro at off ervis but. So I had to rebuild all of those letters in the computer so that it would feel real. Here's another example. Let's take a look. Ooh, look at this. Knuffle Bunny free. 48 surfaces. So much work. So many ideas to get in there. Let's see, before we talk more about it. Oh yeah, here is a blue. At the very end, Trix getting a letter after she's given away her bunny. Oh, angry in the second book. Urgh. These are the rough sketches. Here's that final. The Trixie character realizes that the bunny is not unique. All right? So again, all of these things I had to make and alter. Here, I'll give you an example. Let's go to the Brooklyn. Did they go? It's in the second book, The Barber. Let's see here. I think it's in here. See, they go by this barber shop, and it says Clever Barber Shop. And there was an old guy there, and it says Clever. There was no such thing as a Clever Barber Shop. This was the Clover Barber Shop. And I changed it, and I changed the address because I didn't want this poor guy who really had the barber shop have these kids come and take pictures. So I thought it would be clever to rename it. Here. The second Knuffle Bunny book also has 48 surfaces. That one went pretty quickly. So there are all these things that feel real that aren't. Kind of like this sculpture here. This is one of my magnet doodles. This feels like it's standing up, but it's not. It's just a magnet. It's actually being pulled up rather than hanging down. All right, so sit back down. So the question we get asked a lot is Knuffle Bunny a true story? Or are all the stories true stories? Well, I often say that everything in the stories is true, except for the parts I made up. But here's the real story. I made up everything, because I'm a writer. And the reason it feels real to you is that I made it emotionally true. I made it about love, and I made it about families, and I made it about little adventures. But it's all made up. Like, that isn't my house in Knuffle Bunny. I never lived in that house. I don't have orange hair like the daddy character. And Trixie, the real Trixie, is not a girl. The real Trixie is a boy, which is something that he worked on and discovered after many, many years. And that's why it was a surprise to you, probably. It was a surprise to us. But he's been living as a guy for years now. And everyone at school and everyone at work and all of our friends think it's great that he is so authentic and himself. And now, there's never been a kid who's had a problem with it. But somewhere out there, there's some grown-ups who think that just because a kid is being authentic and knows who they are, that you get to be mean to them or say terrible things or even hit them. Those grown-ups are wrong. Let's draw a bunny. All right, we're going to start at the top of our page with a big letter O, like most of my characters. And then we're going to take that number 8 and knock it sideways, right there. Those are the eyes. We're going to take that 8 shape, but make it an O. We're going to step on it. Oh! Darken it in for the nose, and then a line that goes down. And then we're going to pretend like we're on the top of the earth, that this circle is the earth, and we're throwing a rock as hard as we can. Throw, 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 throw. Uh-oh, gravity. Ooh, and it goes back down. Then we're going to do it again. I'm going to throw it really, really, really hard. Oh, and it goes back down. That was fun. Let's do that again. Throw, 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 throw. Whoop. It lands back down. Throw, 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 throw. Whoa, it's almost going into space. No, it lands back down. Now, I always put the Knuffle Bunny eyes right in the middle because Knuffle Bunny is not anthropomorphic. Knuffle Bunny is just a stuffed animal. There's only one drawing in the Knuffle Bunny books where Knuffle Bunny's eyes are not open. The one time I make Knuffle Bunny make Knuffle Bunny anthropomorphic. And you have to look at all the books to see if you can find that one drawing. All right, let me write my name so that I know that I made it. And I've got my state stamp. And let's make sure, yesterday, remember, I moved it to 31, so put that there. March 31, Cher's birthday. And that's my Knuffle Bunny. All right, why don't you hold up your Knuffle Bunnies? Oh, let me see. Yeah, it's really fun to throw that one thing all the way up and then watch it land again, right? Well, maybe you can make up a story about a stuffed animal that seems really, really real, that's emotionally true, that's from your heart, but is all made up. We'll see. All right, before we go, question time. All right. Wednesday, April 1st. Oh, it's not Wednesday, April 1st. Oops, well, we're going to pretend. 31st, I got the wrong day. I'll do the other questions tomorrow. March 31st, Tuesday. Why was Amanda's alligator trying to eat her head? Monty, age 6, asked. Because the alligator was bored. Dear Mo Willems, is it hard to be an author and an illustrator at the same time? Elliot, age 7, asks. Yes, but it's easier to be an author and illustrator than just an author or just an illustrator. Because when I make a drawing, that changes the writing. And when I write a word, it can help change the drawing. So being able to do both is easier for me. Now, I have written 2 or 3 books that I have not illustrated, and it was really hard. I mean, it was fun to work with another illustrator. I like the collaboration, but it was harder. Mo Willems, how was your day? I hope you have a good day and you draw soon, says Abe, age 4. Thank you, Abe. I've had a great day. It's Cher's birthday today, and I got to draw a Knuffle Bunny with you guys. And after this is done, I'm going to do some more drawing. Audrey, age 6, says, do you like rocks? If so, what types? I like friendly rocks. Who is your best friend? Ask both Jake and Joe. Well, I have 2 best friends, Trix and Cher. What was your favorite things you got to do on Sesame Street? Oh, I loved being on Sesame Street. It was so fun. I learned so much. I liked hanging out with the puppets. I liked being able to be an animator. I liked learning from the other writers. And I really liked the character Baby Bear because the character Baby Bear was also an artist. All right, Edmund is in the 4th grade. If you had a robot dragon, would you go with it into battle? If I had a robot dragon, no, I would not go with it into battle. I would go with it into a picnic. We'd go to the park and we would have a robot dragon picnic. It would be so fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. We have some surprises, including today's questions, apparently. And have a great day. This is Mo Willems saying bye.